Hello friends, in today's class we will try to derive the equations for reciprocal lattice vectors in 3 dimensions and will also try to study the relationship between them and the direct lattice vectors. So you have already studied about the magnitude of reciprocal lattice vector. It is given by a star equal to 2 pi by interplanar spacing d. So using this equation, this is the magnitude of the reciprocal lattice vector. So using this equation, let us try to derive the equations for the reciprocal lattice vector in 3 dimensions. Here you can see a unit cell in 3 dimensions. The vectors a bar and b bar are given. A bar, b bar and c bar are given. They are the direct lattice vectors. They form the basic vectors in the direct lattice. So what should you do to construct the reciprocal lattice? From the common origin, you have to draw a perpendicular to the next set of plane. So this is a plane you can see here. This is a plane. So from the origin, try to draw you have to draw a vector to that set of plane like this. What should be the length of that vector? It should be 2 pi by d. D is the interplanar spacing. Suppose this set of plane given by these two opposite faces of this unit cell correspond to D100 plane. Then what should be our reciprocal lattice vector? It should be a star equal to 2 pi by D100. This will give you the magnitude of the reciprocal lattice vector. So now let us try to find out an equation for D100. If you look at this unit cell, D100 is the spacing between these two opposite planes. So from the mathematics of vectors, you know that the volume of this unit cell is given by V equal to the area of one of these planes. Suppose let us choose this plane. Let us choose the shaded plane as the considered plane. If you know the area of that plane, multiply that with the spacing or the height. So area of the BC plane into height. This equation should give you the volume of this unit cell. The height means the spacing between the opposite face, the perpendicular spacing between the opposite planes. Now what is the area of the BC plane? You know, if you are given with two vectors b bar and c bar, suppose this vector constitutes a parallelogram, then its area is given by b bar cross c bar. This is the basics from the chapter vectors from the mathematical physics. So b bar cross c bar will give you the area of the plane. Similarly, for this shaded plane, the area is b bar cross c bar. Now what is the volume of this unit cell? The volume of this unit cell is a bar dot b bar cross c bar. This is also a basic equation from the mathematical physics. If you have three vectors a bar, b bar and c bar constituting the three adjacent sides of a cube, then its volume will be given by a bar dot b bar cross c bar. Now we have the area and volume in terms of the vectors. So we know the volume equal to area into height, which is equal to D100 in this case. The perpendicular distance between these two planes is given by the interplanar spacing d. Since these planes are 100 planes, let us call that D100. So what is the equation for D100? It will be V by A, which is equal to a bar dot b bar cross c bar divided by b bar cross c bar. So this is the equation for interplanar spacing D100 in terms of direct lattice vectors. Now let us substitute that equation in the equation for A star. We know the magnitude of A star is given by 2 pi by D100, which is equal to 2 pi by A bar dot B bar cross C bar divided by B bar cross C bar, which is equal to 2 pi into B bar cross C bar divided by A bar dot B bar cross C bar. So you have the relation for A star in terms of direct lattice vectors A bar, B bar and C bar. You know A bar dot B bar cross C bar will be finally a scalar. B bar cross C bar is a vector. So the final answer that you will be get will be A star bar. So now you know the equation for A star in terms of the direct lattice vectors A bar, B bar and C bar. In a similar manner, by considering the other dimensions, you can find the equations for B star and C star. The equation for B star can be found to be 2 pi into C cross A divided by A bar dot B bar cross C bar, and C star can be found to be equal to 2 pi into A cross B divided by A bar dot B bar cross C bar. So these are the relation between the direct lattice vectors and the reciprocal lattice vectors. You can find the equations for reciprocal lattice vectors just by knowing the direct lattice vectors. Now let us try to formulate relationship between the direct lattice vectors and the reciprocal lattice vectors. So first let us find what will be the equation for A star dot A bar. You know A star is given by 2 pi into B cross C divided by A dot B cross C. Now we have to take a dot product with A bar. So you can see in the numerator and the denominator same numbers are present. Since dot product is commutative, the numerator and the denominator are same. You can cancel those terms and the final answer will be 2 pi. So this is the relationship between the reciprocal lattice vector and direct lattice vector. Similarly, you can find the relationship between B star and B. Substitute and find out the final value. I leave it up to you as a homework, and also try to find the relationship between C star and C. Now let us also try to formulate the relationship between A star and B bar. What will be A star dot B bar? It will be equal to 2 pi into B cross C divided by A dot B cross C dot B bar. So in the numerator you have two vectors. One vector is B cross C and the other is B bar. You know from vector analysis, B cross C is perpendicular to both B bar and C bar. So you have to take the dot product between a perpendicular vector to B bar and B bar. The dot product of two perpendicular vectors is 0. So the final answer will be 0. In a similar manner, you can find the relationship between A star and C bar. Try to find out the relationship between A star and C bar. You can find it to be equal to 0. I give it up to you to prove this relation. You can also find the relationship between B star and A bar and B star and C bar. Similarly, the relationship between C star and A bar and C star and B bar can also be found out. So just try to find these relations. It's very simple. I leave it up to you to find the relationship between all these vectors. Here B star dot B bar and C star dot C bar, all these relationships can be easily found out. Now we saw that A star dot B bar equal to 0 and A star dot C bar equal to 0. What does that indicate? That indicates that A star is perpendicular to both B bar and C bar. So if dot product is 0, that means the vectors are perpendicular. So A star is clearly perpendicular to both B bar and C bar. Now let us also try to formulate the equation for the translation vector in reciprocal lattice in 3 dimensions. The translation vector is given by HA star plus KB star plus LC star. So this is the equation for translation vector. What is the importance of translation vector? If you are given with a translation vector, you can recreate the whole lattice just by knowing the origin. If you have the origin, the first point can be constructed by going A star in 1 dimension. So here will be your first point. Then the second point can be constructed by going B star in the other dimension. So here you can construct the second point. In the third dimension, 1 C star vector will give you the point in the third dimension. What will be this point? 1 A star plus 1 B star. 1 A star plus 1 B star will give you this point, and so on. By choosing different combinations for H, K and L, you can recreate the whole lattice. So this is the concept of translation vector. The reciprocal lattice, the translation vector in the reciprocal lattice can be used to recreate the whole reciprocal lattice. You also have translation vector in direct lattice. There the primitive translation vectors are A bar, B bar and C bar. Here for the reciprocal lattice, in the translation vector, we have A star, vector A star, vector B star and vector C star. I hope the concept is clear for you. Thank you.